Hey guys, what's happening? Alex here. Today is Sunday, October 17th. It's 2:35 p.m. and I'm here in North York at Bayview and Sheppard. This here is Bayview subway station on the Sheppard line, aka line 4. I just took a brief walk inside the nearby Bayview Village Mall, which I've never been before. And there's the apartment building or condo that looks like a cruise ship. Wow, that guy behind me. Oh, anyway. But, yeah, so we're in the North York Borough. There's Highway 401. And, another nice day. This is the third walking video I'm doing today. I want to take Sheppard Avenue East all the way to Yonge Street. Should be about 25 minutes. But, yeah, and there's the New York style towers. I think I've been in one of them when I was younger, because we used to know someone that lived in one of these buildings. It's a really cool view from there. Remind me of the Chrysler building, you know? But yeah. So here we are on the north side of Sheppard Avenue East. And just like yesterday, I think another lot of freaking filming. I did 2 walking videos on Wilson Avenue and Bathurst Street. Then I filmed a bus ride, then a subway station tour at Bayview, then another video at Bayview Village. And this one, wow. I mean, I know I'm in school, but I feel like I still have the time to get out every weekend and because that's what I love to do. I like to document the city. Doesn't matter which part of Toronto that is. But I've been freaking everywhere, and that's for sure. And hopefully this won't be too boring. I never really walked along here before, other than, of course, taking the subway. But line 4 is just a rare thing for me to take. I don't know why I said it like that, but I rarely use line 4. Only reason why I use line 4 is to go over to Fairview Mall, which is the biggest mall in that serves like near the area. And a few fun facts with the Sheppard line. It opened in 2002. It was supposed to end at Scarborough Town Center, but City Council did not like that idea, and it was just a huge controversial thing. So technically, line 4 for almost 20 years, it's been dubbed as a quote-unquote subway, meaning it just goes nowhere. Like, technically it's incomplete because it goes as far as Don Mills Road. And what? They have no plans to extend the line until like 20 or 30 freaking years later. Because originally they were going to build an LRT line along Sheppard Avenue East. But that doesn't really make sense. Because why not just extend the subway and not even build a separate light rail transit line? That just doesn't make any sense. So, yes, line 4 will be extending in the very near future, just not anytime soon. That project is unfunded, and I think it's going to be one of the last projects the TTC and the City of Toronto will work on. Probably went on like 30 or 35. Who the hell knows? But sometimes I think the Sheppard line is just a pile of shit, you know? I mean, it's just very short, and it's pointless too. Because after all, we are in the suburbs. This is North York. But still, I just think they should have built the line to Scarborough Town Center to serve the areas of Agincourt, Lamoureux, and what else? But the new extension will not be going to Scarborough Town Center because the line 2 extension will already be going there. And it will connect with the line 4 extension at McCowan and Sheppard in Scarborough. Anyway, there's a mix of houses and commercial stuff. There's a church here. It says 9 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. We're way past that, as it's still early afternoon, but we'll be transitioning to the late afternoon. And this is the Willowdale neighborhood. It's a really cool neighborhood with homes and so much life. It's really pretty too, because I go to school not too far from here, so, well, like more like west of Yonge Street, but no, not around here. And of course, the heart of North York is at Yonge Street between Finch and Sheppard. So those condos and towers you see up ahead, that's at Yonge and Sheppard, where I will be ending this video. This guy over here came from Goderich in southwestern Ontario. I think that's alongside Lake Huron, I think. Could be wrong on that. Never been there before. There's Wilfred Avenue. And that looks to be a... What the hell is that? I think this looks like TTC proper because of the font and the purple strip. What is that for? And there's literally houses right behind that wall. There's a Popeyes and Subway on the left. I've been to that Popeyes before when I was younger. There's some very small offices here. And Willowdale is a huge neighborhood with several subway stops on lines 1 and 4. And coming up should be Willowdale Avenue. And they were going to add a station there, and I think they still consider on adding that station there. But it's really expensive. There's already an infill station on line 1 between Finch and Sheppard called North York Center, which opened up in 1987. An infill station is when a station is built between two existing stations on a subway line. So like I said, North York Center is one example of this. Oh god, there's no sidewalk here. Oh yeah, there is. It just bends over to the right. Oh my god, I got so freaking scared for a second. Like, was I trapped? Holy shit. So I could imagine the Sheppard line. Well, Sheppard Avenue was a construction disaster when they were building the line in the late 90s and early 2000s. And I think it was proposed under the government of Mike Harris, who used to be the Premier of Ontario in the 90s. And alongside the Sheppard subway, they even proposed an Eglinton West subway line. But like I said in previous videos, the Sheppard line was actually initially rejected by city council, and then it was just a political backlash on whether to keep building the line in just a half incomplete line Or just cancel it like they did with the Eglinton West line. Well, now it's an LRT line next year. But, thank God the Sheppard subway was saved. But the city of Toronto thought, what the hell? Why don't we add a subway line in the suburbs of Toronto? Well, this used to be a suburb. Maybe I can still consider it a suburb, but this is the city of Toronto. Like I said, North Fairk was its own city. There's a Rona here. And I'll put the COR and stuff like that. Did she try to barge on me? Honestly, I think her vehicle should be like right behind the sidewalk, not sticking out. Jesus Christ. And here is Willowdale Avenue. And what the hell is that guy on his bike doing on the sidewalk? Oh, he's just parking it there. And now he's walking it. Alright. Willowdale Avenue is just a half-boring residential street. Looks like they're gonna build some condos on the south side of Sheppard. Kind of halfway through. Been recording for 12 minutes now. Oh, Edson Academy. And by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, I always like to keep my walking videos at least between 20 and 30 minutes. I've done a few where it went like over 40 minutes, but generally I don't like doing really long videos as it takes up the battery and space on my phone. Yes, I'm recording this with an iPhone SE2, my personal phone. I'm thinking of upgrading my phone and having two of them to contemplate with. There's a language school here. And there's a Central Montessori and private French school. Wow. Lots of them here. But Willowdale is one of these neighborhoods where it's just very convenient to transit. It has office life too, and shopping centers as well. And lots of condos. I think when I was like younger, like 8 to 10 years ago, I visited some people that lived in the condos in Willowdale. Oh wow. Look at this green old school office building. Reminds me of the 80s or 90s style. This nice porch too. See everything. And by the way, as you can tell by the Chinese or Korean writing, this area has a huge Korean and Chinese population. Well, mainly Korean. And this is why Yonge Street has a large number of Korean businesses, restaurants, and cafes, and is referred to as Toronto's second Koreatown. The main one is around near downtown by Bloor and Christie. So I'm gonna blur. I think I'll do it next weekend, maybe in Etobicoke or between Dufferin and Kiel. All right, we're kind of almost there, as we're seeing so many office buildings here. Basically, almost each of the former cities, they have their own quote-unquote downtown, like North York here, and Etobicoke, and Scarborough. Wow, look at this! That looks like a 80s Corvette. It looks really cool. But as I was saying, but not the smaller boroughs like East York and York don't have their own downtown. I guess because it's really small. And each of them have their own civic centers, which used to be, of course, city halls until the amalgamation of the city of Toronto began in 1998. Look at this here. Self-care tips for managing stress and anxiety. It's probably been there for a year and a half now, since the pandemic started. A lot of tips about anxiety and how to stay safe. Oh my god, I can't believe that. I remember when everything was shut down in early 2020. We couldn't do much, couldn't visit our friends, go out. And in the winter, it was really dark as well. And I can't believe we're at the end of the year. Life has came back. And I'm doing a lot of things that I used to do before the pandemic. Because back in the winter, when I was just doing videos from my neighborhoods, I had less than 100 subscribers. And time flies by so fast. And with this proof of vaccination system, it's going to prevent further lockdowns. And the last one we had was a stay-at-home order from April to June. Wow. The end is near, folks. I hope so. Let's see if I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm almost at 500 with just half of 1,000. There's Doris Avenue. And then the next street light after this would be Yonge Street, where all the action is. It's the longest street in Ontario, I think. Maybe it used to be the longest street in the world. But of course, as you guys know, Yonge Street divides the east and west end. So as you can see, Sheppard Avenue East. And when we cross Yonge, it will become Sheppard Avenue West, like many other east-west streets in the city. And Yonge Street is always the most vibrant and so-called interesting things, full of life. Is the Yonge Sheppard Center, which is a small mall and office complex, and received renovations about 5 years ago. I remember when it used to be old school back in the early 2010s, but I like the new look as well. And there's the Hallmark Center, the two ugly ass green towers called the Emerald. I mean, they're not very ugly. The Hotel X by the exhibition is much worse than that, but I remember when these towers were under construction when I was a kid. I mean, this tower looks so cool, but the Twin Towers, they're like meh. But guys, we made it to Yonge and Sheppard, and that's a subway grate right there. I can literally smell the subway. Whoa. My gosh, you fell. Hey, are you okay? My gosh. Stay safe. Wonder how she felt like that. Wow. Anyway, I'm about to end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned for more videos. And that took quicker than I expected. I can feel the subway running underneath my feet. Alright guys, take care. I'll see you in the next one.